Yo! How's it going, everyone? Now people are talking. Yeah, well, I guess this the stream hadn't actually started, so you don't often see a lot of people talking in the chat before the stream properly starts. But how is it going, everyone? So yeah, we still got a few minutes until the event actually goes live. So I'm going to go over the team and then some of the things that I missed in the team building guide. So face reveal. Now I did a face reveal ages ago, but I do also have, for those of you who are not used to seeing my face. Frank, where is it? I think it's over here. So yeah, those of you who've never actually seen my webcam and stuff, you've probably seen it in thumbnails before, but I have my Ningen mask, which it's really difficult to talk in. I've never like worn it properly on a stream or anything like that because it muffles my voice like quite a bit, and it's really warm as well. Can't wait for 30 stones. Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's be fair, that's one of the best things about these EZAs, because like even if you don't have the unit, it's a nice 30 stones for free, so that's what we like to see. So yeah, basically we have I went through a lot of the stuff in the team building guide. Obviously the best thing to do is filter your box by the Bond of Master and Disciple, have a look and see like who you've got. But realistically, you kind of only want to be running INT and physical units anyway. I mean, technically you could run Vegeta himself, but since most of his nerfs and stuff are for extreme enemies, there's kind of no point. Someone mentioned in the comment section of the team building video about this guy. He could potentially be okay, because obviously INT units don't lose their damage ability. He has decent defense, and then of course in an EZA where you can't heal, it's not going to be super difficult to drop below 59% health. So then you can use his active skill, which is of course a guaranteed crit. Everyone else I mentioned. So a couple of units I forgot. A few people pointed out I completely forgot about the actual Super Saiyan Future Gohan. He'll be really good for this. He's a very good tank. He's not the biggest damage dealer, so that's probably why I forgot. Plus I forget that he exists like all the time, because he was one of the Dokkan Fests that I didn't bother to summon for originally, and it took me ages to get my first copy of him, so I forgot all about him. And then another one that I forgot, because he starts off as an SR, is this Whis, summonable SR who awakens. If you're running Beerus, he could be a decent choice to be the link partner for Beerus. Plus he does have, like the AGL one, he has that ability to fully heal you once when you drop below 30% HP, so that could actually be really useful as well, especially if you want to do the harder stages. So once we get past stage 30, I might see how far I can go in this one. He could definitely be really useful. So, and then yeah, I don't think I didn't mention anyone else. We talked about this Piccolo, the Champa, the Gohan. All the Super Trunkses are really outdated. Like, they really need an EZA. Like, obviously this guy gets literally no defense. He will basically be auto supering, but that's fine. But he's not going to do tons of damage, and then yeah, he has no defense, which is not great. So unmasked Ningen. So yeah, we got Wild Wolf, Metadork, Dokkan, Leo, Rock. Got the new Beerus, nice. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, can't stay, wanted to say hi, no worries. His weakness is the bond of master and disciple. So obviously the leader for that is the INT Future Gohan, who I don't have. So you can use this guy who has the 120% lead for them. You could use the Vegeta, depending on how many Pure Saiyans you're going to bring, because he gives 150% to them and then 100% to normal super types, and he is obviously in the category, so he can be a decent stand-in leader. Like if we ran him as the leader for this team build, this Goku's the only other Pure Saiyan, so Goku would be getting a little bit more, but everybody else would be getting a bit less, so this Goku is the better leader. There's also, I didn't pull the STR Whis, but there's also this Tech Trunks. Where is he? Why am I not seeing him? Oh, it's because he's dead. So yeah, this Tech Trunks is also a Bond of Master and Disciple leader, but he is a tech unit, so obviously he's going to have type disadvantage. So probably not the best unit to bring for an EZA. So this is the team that I am going to be rocking. It is a full physical team. We are going to run a rotation of the Trunkses together because they are ridiculously good together. And then I'm going to run Beerus alongside Goku. Goku's really, really good anyway. And then the Beerus, because we're fighting a Realm of Gods enemy, he will create rainbow orbs, which will help him super, because I don't think, this Goku I don't think has shocking speed. Yeah, he doesn't have shocking speed. So they don't share any key link, because literally shocking speed is Beerus's only key link. So fortunately, Goku's going to turn a whole bunch of orbs into physical that we can probably just pick up with him. And then Beerus is going to create a bunch of rainbow orbs, so hopefully it'll be easy enough to get a super with him as well. So it shouldn't be too bad. So we've got RSR, Dubsteps, King Neil. Glad they put that physical Goku salute as the real leader. Yeah, it's cool because we actually got his awakening before we got Future Gohan. So we actually got the Bond of Master and Disciple and the Worthy Rivals categories before, like ahead of schedule, because the awakenings, we got their awakenings at Christmas and they became 120 leads for those categories. Yeah, S1234P planning on getting past stage 30. Yeah, probably not on the stream, but we will overall. So, and then we got Wolverine reacts. Where are you from? I am from the UK. I live in a fairly small town, not super far away from London. Is it worth doing the 45 stone multi this close to the anniversary? If you want to, I mean, it's guaranteed featured, so you could pull the Beerus on that multi. So, but it depends how many stones you've got, and like if you're free to play and you have like 100 stones, then maybe not. But if you say you're semi free to play, I mean, how many stones do you have right now? And then I can probably tell you whether I think it's a good idea. Yo, Spuds, how's it going, my dude? I did the 45 summon and got, but yeah, exactly. I did the 45 summon and got Blue Kaioken Goku and 2 copies of Tech Beerus, which the 2 copies of Tech Beerus obviously not the best, but I didn't have the STR Kaioken Goku. I got the Mega Shaft at Christmas, so I very much needed to get him from that banner, so that was all good for me. Where did you get my Marseille mask? I had it made by a company that makes cosplay props. So yeah, I'll show it again on camera. So it's pretty cool. It's like very decent quality. Obviously from the back, it's got a strap so I can put it on, and then there's a bit in the top here which is for putting the battery in it. Because if you look, the eyes are actually lights. So if I put the battery in, the right way round would probably help. And then there you go. So I don't use it, like I don't wear it on streams and stuff because it's super loud. Not super loud, it's super hot and it like muffles my voice a little bit. So I'm surprised I've grinded 1,500 stones as free to play. Yeah, see, if you have 217, if you do that 45 stone multi, you're only going to have, what, 160, 170 stones? And then during the 5-year, they give out about 700. So you won't actually get up to 1,000. So it kind of depends. Like, you might get lucky on the 5-year banners and you won't need that much. But if you don't mind me asking, how much was it? Well, the thing is, so I know the person who, like, works there, so they did it for me for cheaper. So it's so I honestly don't know how much it would be for like normal people, because they obviously did it for me at like a massive discount. So I'm gonna do all 30 rounds, but sadly I don't have PUR Vegeta. Oh, do you mean purple? So in Vegeta to Easy A, but still, yeah, exactly. The 33 free stones, 34 if you do the missions, and then you got the 11 Grand Kais as well. So that's really good. Yo, Kenny McGee in the house. How's it going, my dude? I've been subbed for a while. I was wondering how you are about doing collabs with people as well, starting on the channel. So far, still on the channel. So for me, it's based all around content. So if you have a different channel, it's kind of different, because like if somebody reaches out to me for a collab and they have like one Dokkan video, then obviously I'm not going to be very likely to collab with them. I mentioned this to someone in the chat the other day, because I always want to try and be nice about it, and like someone who had a very small channel messaged me, and I think they had like 3 Dokkan videos. And I didn't do my first collab until I had like 100 Dokkan videos, and then somebody who was a little bit bigger than me actually asked me if I wanted to do a collab, and I'd never done one before. So fortunately it was Why Try. Those of you who are long time people from the channel will probably remember him. Fortunately, he's a really cool guy, so he basically helped me like learn how to do all of the editing and stuff to actually even make collabs in the first place, because I had no idea when I first started out. So I got very, very lucky. Pickles, is that you? Yep, you'll probably hear Pickles meowing in the background at some point. Maybe at some point in the stream, if he decides to come over, we can show him on the camera. But he likes to wander around and do his own thing. Especially because at this point it's 7:30 in the morning in the UK, so I've only been awake for like half an hour. I feel like I might Extreme Z Awaken in Vegeta, because I do have him. I mean, you might as well. Like, obviously getting the 30 stones and the Kais is kind of good even if you don't have him, but like if you have the unit, you're not going to use the medals for anything else, so you might as well Easy A him. So and sure enough, my INT with Rainbow before AGL, SSB VEGETA were almost a year difference. Damn. I'm gonna get on the Easy A stages myself. I'm just literally waiting. Like, the clock says 7:29. As soon as it hits 7:30, we should be good to go. So it's 7:30 now. Let's go back to the home page, check the news, and there we go. So you got the Extreme Z banner, which has Cooler on it, which is pretty cool, and Kid Buu, both very good units. These ticket packs, I wouldn't recommend ever summoning on these banners with stones. Oh, we got the update information. Oh, finally! That's good. Be able to reverse character to unlock them at the same time. Optimize process of setting support items. Oh, that's cool, so you can tap the item rather than finding it in the list to tap. Oh, and they're already talking about skill orbs. That's interesting. And stickers, okay. So they're talking about the stuff that is this going to drop? So technically the update will come out before the anniversary, but they probably won't add any actual stickers or anything. But yeah, what I was saying is I wouldn't summon on those Easy A banners with stones, but I've gotten quite lucky with these ticket packs before. Yo, Jake, how's it going, my dude? But yeah, so these ticket packs, I've gotten pretty lucky with them in the past for like when I needed one last copy of a unit to rainbow them. Oh yeah, we're also getting the awakenings for these guys. I don't have either of the tech units, so like this banner would be kind of good to summon on if you really wanted those units, or if you wanted like tech Easy A LRs, because obviously the tech LRs are going to have the highest rate. But like, I'd be kind of scared to pull on that tech banner, like to try and get, say, for example, like Tech LR Broly, because the I already have Super Saiyan 3 Goku Rainbow, and I don't really care about getting dupes for Rose and Zamasu, so I would be really mad if I had pulled one of them instead. But anyway, so let's go right ahead and jump into the EZA for this Vegeta. Shouldn't be too long. What we're going to do is we are probably going to use Goku Friends first until we run out of those, because we want to save the future Gohans for later. And obviously, or we could use transforming Vegetas as well. We've got a ton of options, so we'll start off with just bringing guests, because we might as well save the other ones for later. We've also got a random Piccolo, but he doesn't have the right leader skill. Let's just bring a transforming Vegeta. I mean, this is stage 1, so he's going to get one shot like immediately. So when the AGL Kaioken Blue Goku's EZA returns, do you think we'll see EZAs for the STR Goku and the AGL one as well? We definitely could do, because they did use his medals to awaken, so it would make sense for them to do it that way. But yeah, I mean, look at this. So Beerus is going to get hit, which means he's going to activate his passive, and we have Trunks on the rotation for support. So watch this man get immediately obliterated by Beerus. Yeah, 1.7 million attack stat. Super effective against, well, I mean, he is anyway, because he's a physical type, but boom, see you later. So, yeah, Beerus is going to be very good in this EZA if you did get him, but I'm going to do 30 rounds, see your stream on mobile phone. Nice, nice. I wish I never bothered Physical Cooler. Oh, no. Yeah, see, Physical Cooler came out when I was already playing, and I'd seen videos of him when he came out on JP, so I was, like, super, super hyped for him to come out on Global, because I really love Physical Form Cooler. He's always been one of my favourite designs of, like, a character. Like, I like Frieza's various forms, but, like, Final Form Cooler is, by far, in my opinion, one of the best designed villains in Dragon Ball. I can't remember, was it Spuds? I don't think Spuds is here. Or was Spuds here? Someone mentioned in my Heroes video comment section about how they'd love to see a fusion of Final Form Cooler and Janemba. And I'd never thought about that before, but that'd actually be really cool. Like if I actually had, you know, more money, if I had just had spare money laying around that I didn't need anything for, I would actually think about commissioning somebody to draw that, because I think that would be awesome. Part 2 missions are here as well. Part 2 mission. Oh, is that the is it just the new week of the tickets for the anniversary missions, or an actual? Because there's not an actual like new list of missions, is there? Physical Cooler is perfect for all the people who called STR after the PS banner. Oh wait, oof, Spuds, why you gotta do us like that? I mean, fortunately for me, I did already have Cooler. Like, those of you who saw that like funny toxic video that I did, like, I was in a very good position because I didn't pull Kaioken Goku and already had Cooler. So going into the banner, I wasn't too mad, and then obviously I did pull the Blue Goku. So it worked out well for me, but the unfortunate thing is I'm getting kind of low on Kais, and I don't have any of the STR ones. So I need to, I still have my Blue Kaioken Goku that I pulled. I think he's at like Super Attack 3. Because the fusions for the 5-year are somewhat farmable, because they're farmable up to 10. But then you still need 10 more Kais for both of them to get them to 20. So you need 20 Kais for the anniversary just to get them both to 20. Bardock will be farmable. The Trunks I think is farmable, but if he's Super Saiyan in his SSR form, because I actually can't remember, then he's more annoying to farm. But yeah, most of the stuff is farmable. It's kind of annoying that we're getting this EZA right before the 5-year, so we're going to get 11 INT Kais, but there are no like new INT units on the banners. Like Gogeta's STR, Vegeta's Tech, and then Bardock is STR, and the Trunks and Mai are AGL. So, like, there's no real, like, I don't desperately need these 11 ink Kais for anything, which is a little bit sad. Actual Part 2 missions of the Beerus Celebration, you've got to use keys for a mission. Oh, okay. If I'm being honest, people should be grateful Cooler was replacing SSBK, at least they said not trash local first. I mean, yeah, to be fair, if you're gonna replace Cooler with anyone, then Kaioken Goku was the best choice, because we just got LR Ultra Instinct, and the Kaioken Blue Goku is like his best link partner, and I didn't have him, so I wasn't too mad, obviously, but I can definitely understand if you're in that position where you really wanted Cooler and you didn't get him, and you wanted to buy him with coins, then obviously that kind of sucks. But you can use the 1% Gogeta and Vegetos if you're persistent enough. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Rose, okay, yeah, true. The LR Rose is in, but realistically, not a lot of people are going to pull him. So last year on the for the 4-year, I did 1,000 stones on the LR banner that had Baby and the GT trio, and I didn't pull either of them. So I definitely wouldn't count on pulling Rose if you are going to summon for him, because we all know what legendary banners be like. So I would rather they replace Beerus with Cooler. What, on the Beerus banner? That'd be hilarious. 120 Kais. Yeah, see, not long ago I had like 100 Kais, and then I ended up pulling a couple of LRs that I didn't have that don't have farmable super attacks. And then one of the other things is, because I make content and sometimes I don't have time to grind things many times over. So Krillin, for example, I did the same thing with Cell, but Prime Battle Krillin, I farmed up 1 copy to Super Attack 10, got him all the way out to LR, rainbowed him, and then just put 10 Kais into him to make him Super Attack 20. Because, obviously for me, as someone who creates content, I need to put out a video of him as soon as possible with him at SA 20, and I just didn't have time to do that 777 medal grind all over again, because obviously I work, my real job, I work 12-hour shifts, like, and sometimes I just don't have time to do stuff like that. So 20 Kais were sacrificed at the altar of LR Prime Battle Krillin. 10 Kais, I think I might have just said 20, but 10 Kais. I had a couple of physical ones left over from an EZA not that long ago though, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I don't recommend people do that. You don't desperately need him to be SA 20, so you can farm him slowly over time. But, yo, Shadow Rider, how's it going, my dude? Welcome to the stream. Harvey the Boss, I'm brand new to Legends. I pulled 2 Musa Masters back to back. Nice. I don't really play Legends, but I've seen some pretty hype stuff, like the Broly and Vegito summon animation I've seen from there. That's pretty awesome. So I'm thinking of skipping the blue fusions just to get LR Rose. I mean, that seems like a really bad idea, because even though they're LRs as well, the rates for pulling the fusions is higher than the rate to pull Rose. So you could very much find that even if you put like 1,000 stones into that banner, you might not pull it. Whereas if you put 1,000 stones into one of the fusions, you hopefully will pull them. I mean, obviously there's still no guarantee. Like, we all know I went 2,000 stones on LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku's banner for the 4-year and didn't pull a single copy of him. So you never know, but it's sad the UI Goku banner came out a couple of days after my birthday. I spent 1,000 stones and got no UI Goku. I only got LR Androids at least. The LR Androids are one of my favourite LRs because I love the Androids team. Well, hopefully you got some money for your birthday, so it kind of helped out with the summons. But unless you are completely free to play, of course. But I've still got the sales left from the Beerus thing, because I was trying to get Ginter to sort me out, but as usual he's being slow. But we're going to get the 30 stones from this EZA, so we got what? We still got another 20 odd stages to go, so I'm going to be at about 350, and then I think I've got, I don't think I've bought any of the sales, so I've still got like 300 stones worth of sales I can pick up. Yeah, plus that is true, the fusions have the 3+1 and tickets, so like you're going to get so many more summons. Because for every 150 stones, you get 5 multis. Whereas on the LR banner for Rose, for every 150 stones you only get 3 multis, and chances are, like, some of them will be incredibly bad. I mean, bear in mind, I can't remember what units were featured from back when it was on JP, but you're going to pull a lot of, like, trash unfeatured units. But... Yo, Uncle Bob says, hi Ningen, first time I managed to catch you live, thanks for the content. Hey, no worries man, I'm glad you appreciate it, glad you enjoy it. I don't always stream, like, at regular times, because unfortunately my work can be quite annoying in that regard. Like, I'm actually working today, but my boss let me start late, literally so I can stream this Easy A. So once we're done with the Easy A, I might jump into an event with him just to see how he does, and then basically after that I have to go to work. So, although I'll try and record the Rainbow fully Easy A showcase for him before I go to work, because then I can have it set to go up later on today. Because I'll be working all day, basically. So. Also, the big million download celebration might have it, so it won't be a total loss. All of the banners will be. So the download celebration won't have the fusions on it. They won't come back until the Tanabata banner. Because remember, the thank you banner was when Cell and Gohan. Sorry, the downloads banner was when Cell and Gohan came out last year, and they didn't have the Super Saiyan 4s on. So just going by that, like, standard, the downloads banner won't have the fusions on it. The boss understands the grind. Yeah, exactly. Now, it's pretty cool of him that they let me do that, so I'm definitely not complaining. But yeah, this is, with the right category units and the fact that we have a full physical team, we are absolutely just smashing through this very, very easily. So make sure you hit that like button on the stream if you haven't already. It helps promote the stream around, so if anyone else happens to be jumping onto YouTube right now and looking for some Dokkan content, the more likes the stream has, the more likely it is to pop up on their recommended thing. So help your boy out. And if you're enjoying the stream so far and you haven't already, consider subscribing. Obviously, those of you that are here, you guys know I do daily Dokkan content. The hype is definitely building now as we get towards the 5-year. I've literally booked off like 3 weeks of work around the 5-year, so I'm going to be able to do as much content as possible. Obviously, I'm going to stream summons as soon as the banner comes out. Then I'm going to be looking to drop like maybe 2 or 3 videos every day, so we can get all of that juicy 5-year content up and on the channel, because it's going to be good. And I'm hoping that we are going to have a bit more luck than last year and actually pull both the fusions. What to do when you're running out of training items? Honestly, that's something I haven't had to worry about for like a couple of years now. So I'm not sure, because I have like somewhere between 600 to 800 of like every single training item. So honestly, I'm not too sure. You always want to be picking up like the swords and stuff from the barbershop if you are getting low. You could do the training items mission, I guess, if you don't have anything else you desperately need to do, like with your stamina. But have a nice stream, Ningen, and have work in a few hours, so I've got to sleep. Oh no, fair enough, dude. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. I do appreciate it. Rose Easy A was incredibly difficult compared to this. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying it was difficult. It was definitely, I guess it was a little bit more difficult than some of the recent ones we've had, but obviously your boy is a whale with the like optimal team, so I didn't really struggle at all. But we do this. I mean, I don't know why I keep making my rotation choices based on like who's going to be coming up in the later rotations, but I don't really need to, because we're just destroying them so quickly. You like basically don't even have to worry about strategy. 2 or 3 every day, you better do a 4-way with the boys. Well, that's the problem. So I'm going to be doing a lot of content, but I'm not necessarily going to be doing lots of... I mean, well, let me phrase that differently. I'm going to be doing lots of summons, but like the first stream when the banners drop, I'll probably do like 1,000 stones. And then yesterday on Twitter, like Warden was saying about doing a collab with him, Goresh, and maybe Havarhai. So that's going to be a couple of 100 stones. Then we were joking about doing a UK Boys collab with Warden, maybe Smartimus Prime, even though he doesn't really do Dokkan content normally, but he was joking about it for the anniversary. A couple of people who follow me who are from the UK wanted to get involved as well. And that's the problem is, like, I would be up for doing stuff like that because it'd be pretty fun, but like I'm not going to have unlimited stones, so I will have to see, because obviously I want to go super ham for the fusions. I want to get at least one dupe for both of them, but then I also want to summon on the Rose and Broly banner as well afterwards, so I am going to need a lot of stones. So I kind of have to see. My summoning collabs and stuff will be based on how many stones I get, obviously how much money I get from, because for those of you who don't know, with the whole thing that's been going on over the last few months, I don't think you get demonetized anymore for saying the actual name of it, but you guys know what I mean. The YouTube revenue's been down hugely, like well over like 50%. And the thing is, like, a lot of people might not really know the details until you have your own channel, but like, with a channel my size, it doesn't really make much money. Like, I'm not in the position of somebody like Truth, where this is my job, and all of my stones get paid for by my channel. Like, for example, if you look at all the sales that came out with the Beerus banner, in a month, my channel doesn't make enough money for me to buy all of those sales. So it's not a lot, but it definitely helps. Like, obviously it helps me to get more stones than if I was just buying them all out of my pocket. But I do still have to be careful when it comes to how many stones I use on banners. Like, I would love to go like 2,000 or 3,000 stones on every banner, but obviously until we get a little bit bigger, I can't really afford to be doing that. But for the anniversary, I have been putting a little bit of money aside every month since the start of the year. So I am going to go pretty ham during the anniversary. JP players going to be crying when they see people with the capsules getting like 8 stones a day. Yeah, because don't you get like 4 or 5 a day just from logins during the anniversary? And then yeah, if you've got the capsule thing, that's another 3. Plus like missions and stuff get you 1 or 2 as well. So like, you're going to be, if you have the more expensive version of the capsule thing, you're going to be getting like 10 stones a day, which is pretty good. So we're already almost halfway through and we haven't had to worry about using a future Gohan friend. So that's pretty good. You'll have tickets too, so you should be able to use those for the collabs as well. Yeah, that is true, because I could do a collab where we do only stones and then save up all of those tickets and then do like a collab where we just use tickets or something maybe. That will definitely help with the overall like spreading out of the content, so that's not a bad shout. Do this. Supers for everyone. Good. What made you start a Dokkan channel? So I started the game, so I've been playing the game for like nearly 4 years. Like I tweeted it out the other day, I was at 1,400 days login. And I can't remember, so my channel, I've had my channel for just over 2 years now. So I think the main thing was I was watching a couple of people. So I was watching, when I first started out playing the game, I was watching Ryan and Nano, a little bit of Talon, and Truth hadn't actually blown up to like where he is now when I first started, so I wasn't watching him at first. Because I know he did other stuff on his channel before Dokkan, before he really like blew up. Because even though like Rhyme and Nano have more subs, like to me I would say Truth is the biggest Dokkan creator because he only does Dokkan. Although I say that, he's doing a lot of Legend stuff now, but he is like a Dokkan main. But yeah, it was just kind of the idea that like the Gaming Claw was kind of on the way out. Like he stopped making videos not long after I started. And so I didn't see a lot of people like from the UK. And one of the things that I always used to really like was, if you go back through my channel, even from my earliest days, and I do have a playlist of these, but like I don't know if I've put every single video from all the way back in the day in there. But I always liked making like really random themed teams. And so I thought some of those would be cool to do as videos. And then actually, now that I'm remembering about it, one of the main reasons was I got really shafted in the 2-year anniversary, and I didn't pull either of the Super Saiyan 4s. And then when Cooler came out, who was the next 120 leader, I didn't pull him either. And back then I wasn't a massive whale, so like when Cooler's banner came out, I think I did like 400 stones. That was just as much as I'd saved up at that point. And I didn't get him. So then I had the idea, and this is one of the really early videos on my channel. I did a video of how to run the extreme physical team if you didn't have Cooler. Because obviously you can use the Nappa from the barbershop. So I decided to do that as a video and to then do all of the other teams as well. So like how to run Super AGL if you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, how to run Extreme AGL if you don't have Super 17. So I did those as my first bunch of videos. And then obviously around that time was when the Gogeta and Janemba celebration came out. The INT Gogeta and the STR Janemba. So I did a summon video for that where I got super lucky. And yeah, then I just kind of went from there. But how'd you get to it? I mean, honestly, how I got so many training items is just from playing the game for 4 years. Because obviously certain events, you'll just drop random items from the stages. And then a lot of the time, things like those events, like now, the ones where you can farm the items to buy, like the Kais. You know, the 3 Dragon Ball story events that you can farm the blue crystals, the red crystals, and the Ranfan doll things. Those usually have like swords and stuff you can buy in the shop as well. So I used to buy all the Kais and stuff first, and then if I didn't have anything else to do, I would farm more of those things and just buy all of the training items and stuff as well. So you can do the Raditz event. Yeah, the Raditz event if it's up as well. If you just bring a whole like you need to bring low class warriors to get bonus drops, but if you just bring a couple of AoE units as well, you can do that. You're the only UK Dokkan player I watch. Yeah, I mean, Warden is the only, like, big one after the Gaming Claw stopped. I'm sure there are more, like, UK boys out there, but in terms of, like, the big ones, Warden is pretty much the only one. But yeah, in terms of, so Fabian, in terms of, like, raids, generally I don't do raids for people that I don't know. Because obviously I don't know like what their content is like, so I don't want to. This is a really extreme example, but it happens to it's happened to people like PewDiePie and stuff before. I don't want to do a raid on somebody, like send a load of people over to their channel, and then it turns out that a load of their other videos are like really sus and they're actually like dodgy people. So I don't do raids for people that I don't know. So. But we'll see who else is streaming. I'm pretty sure Toon is streaming now as well, and he normally runs way longer than the like after he's done the 30 stages, because he'll do a bunch of other like testing and things like that. Which, like, I like to try and do that sometimes, but again, like I said earlier, today I'm in a situation where once we've done the EZA, maybe jump into an event just to try him out a little bit, and then after that I need to go to work. So. I'm going to be streaming for crazy long, but it's should be all good. Yo, Mini Maxi, how's it going, my dude? Welcome to the stream. Benjamin Diaz as well, how's it going, dudes? Welcome, welcome. We're a little bit over halfway through, so not bad considering what the EZA's been up for like 25 minutes. Yeah, and we are on stage 17. And so far, we've literally just been using the Goku. We haven't been using any INT Future Gohans. Maybe we'll save that for like the last maybe 10 stages or something. Because yeah, that'll be super easy. So. Oh yeah, we've got Beerus here. Save all these for you, and then we can destroy. I mean, this is going to be some destruction straight here. 1.8 for Beerus. OMG Ningen, you're beautiful. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, you're wrong, but I appreciate it. Oh, look at that. The level 3 dodge on an attack that would have only done double-digit damage. You love to see it. Yeah, I haven't, like I said at the start of the stream, I literally woke up like half an hour before I started the stream. So, probably looking a little bit of a mess. But it's all good. Rocking the old Ningen Club vest. The merch link is in the description if you want a vest or a t-shirt. Or a phone... No, wait, there's no phone cases. I think you can get stickers... I think it's just stickers, vests, and a t-shirt. Because there's a whole bunch of like weird stuff that they do. But I tried to make my merch as cheap as possible so that people would actually want to get it. But there's obviously like a minimum price you can make it because it costs them a certain amount to make each thing. And then you can set the price and then you get any of the profit. So I literally set it like as low as possible. So when people get my merch, I don't really get any money from it. But to me, I just thought it would be cool that people actually get my merch. So I don't really care if I make money from it. So I made it like as cheap as I possibly could. But yeah, check it out. Tweet at me if you do get anything, and I'll obviously share it and whatnot. Let's get this. So yeah, this is he's getting absolutely destroyed. He's got a lot more health now though, so it's definitely taking longer to get through each stage. It's a good shot, I think it's worth. Yeah, see, there you go. We've got our boy Spuds in the chat. He's a proud member of the Ningen Club. You don't have any physical types. You don't have any physical types of this category. That's crazy. So many. And transforming Vegeta, I feel like, has been on a bajillion banners over the last like year. That's very, very unlucky if you don't, because there's quite a few. INT ones are obviously still useful because INT don't lose their damage against him when you get to stage 20. So if you have a decent selection of INT units that are in the category, that can still be good. This. Yeah, still not having any problems with just using the Goku. I might switch, when we get to stage 20, I might switch to the INT Future Gohan. Solely for the fact that we'll do more damage because we'll have a higher leader skill, and so it won't take as long. I don't know why I thought Beerus only needed 4 key. I didn't actually look, because we would have been able to get a super with him by getting the physical orbs, which is annoying. I pulled my first and second copy of this Vegeta on the Beerus discount. Oof. Yeah, Vegeta being on this banner was a little bit of a shaft blow. He's been on so many banners recently. I talked about this in my other video before, but like, if they really wanted to make money and like drain people's stones before the anniversary, they should have taken off transforming Vegeta and put on Blue Kaioken, so Cooler was still on it. Because like, people would have summoned on that banner. If it had Beerus, Whis, Blue Kaioken, and Cooler, like, people would absolutely have summoned on this banner who maybe wouldn't have summoned before. But yeah, no idea why they took off Cooler. I do think people overreacted a lot though. Like, I saw people calling it like the worst global shaft ever, which, I mean, bit of an over-exaggeration. Are they actually going to be able to finish him off here? He's got like no health. Do it, Zamasu. Hey, there you go. I think Bandai hates me. I think that sometimes with my summons. I feel like lately with the last, like with the banners this year, I've either been really, really lucky or really unlucky. Because I pulled LRUI Goku on like the 4th multi. I pulled Beerus in like 300 stones. But then like Bardock, Cooler, both of them took me like 1,000 stones to get one copy. Which is not really what I was looking for. See, look how few like future Gohans there are. So we'll take a 55% one. And see what sort of difference. Because now you got to remember, now we have an extra 50% attack from the leader skill. So we're going to be doing a lot more damage. Especially because Beerus is getting hit first. So Beerus' passive is going to be active. So yeah, this is going to be a good turn thanks to the Gohan lead. And we didn't even need Gohan on the rotation. Of course we're going to get super attack first though, why not? Only 24k though. Yeah, this year has been weird for me too. Yeah, honestly, I feel like every banner has either been super good luck or a massive shock. Like 1,000 stones to get one copy of the new unit is not good. Like that's too much. But like Beerus, 300 stones to get a copy of the new unit. Like I would take that every banner. That would be great. But what was his defense like? His defense is good, but it's not. See, I always forget what he does. Does he have like damage reduction in his untransformed state? Only when your HP is at 58% or less, so it makes sense to what transfer is. UI Goku hit me hard, but everything else has been quite nice to me. Yeah, but you're a Mega Whale, so you you go in on these banners. Like, how many stones do you think you're going to do for the anniversary? Like the fusions and Rose and Broly, like combined. Like the whole anniversary. How many stones do you think you're going to do? Obviously it could change, because if you get super lucky and you rainbow both the fusions in like 1,000 stones, you're obviously not going to do more stones. But I remember last year for the 4 year, my friend George, you guys have seen him in the chat before, Mr. Garkaz, he rainbowed Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta in like 800 stones or something stupid. Like he just kept pulling copies of him. It was pretty crazy. And the funny thing is, like the only reason he kept summoning on the Vegeta banner is because he wanted Turles, and he didn't get a single copy of Turles, but rainbowed Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which is quite funny. I put 3 multis into UI, pulled Kale and Caulifla. I mean, that's good. 150 stones on a legendary banner, and you actually get an LR, like that is good. So I would definitely take that. 800 hopefully. If I get lucky off the ticket packs, then I'm only going to do the first round. Damn, really? What, so if you only pull one copy of them, you were just going to have one copy of them? You'd have them both at 55%. I feel like, knowing you, that's not good enough, having them both at 55%. It's not good enough for me, and I'm not as big of a whale, so... But yeah, the ticket packs in the Pilaf Trove are going to make a huge difference for Global as well. Any extra tickets for like extra summons. Because remember, for the Tech Transforming Vegeta and Int Transforming Goku during Dokkan Fest that we just got, they had those ticket packs that were guaranteed featured. And those are big, because if you think about it, there are definitely going to be people out there. If they do those ticket packs that have guaranteed featured, there are going to be people out there who are going to pull the LR fusions off of those ticket packs. So, like, I pulled one of the copies of Tech Vegeta out of those ticket packs. So, like, that was another thing, actually. I did get pretty lucky on the Vegeta and Goku banners. It only took me, like, the 1 or 2 cycles on Vegeta's banner to get 2 copies of him. And then I think I did 3 cycles on Goku's banner and got 1 copy of him. So, the daily capsule is absolutely worth it. Like, if you're generally free to play, but you don't mind spending like a really small amount, like if you were only ever going to buy one thing in Dokkan, I would say that you want to get the $10 subscription thing. Because it's $10 a month. Like, if you play the game a lot and you're really into it, I feel like $10 a month is not a lot. Like, if you think about it, if you went to Starbucks and got a coffee, like, once a week, you would be spending $10 a month on coffee. So, if you're really into Dokkan, I don't think spending $10 a month on it is all that bad. So, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, if you are free to play and you've managed to stay free to play up until now, like, I mean, being free to play is definitely less painful. But those ticket packs with 3 featured LRs, I don't think they are that crazy. 3 featured LRs, what? 3, oh, wait, 3 featured LRs? Not sure what those are. Because, yeah, the ones I'm talking about is the ticket packs that will just be a multi on the banner, but it's guaranteed featured. Because they had that for Vegeta and Goku. And like I say, for the Vegeta banner, I pulled the Vegeta as the guaranteed featured. So, that was really good. I don't want to rainbow them. I'm satisfied normally with 1 dupe or Dokkan Fest LRs. I already was safe for LR Chinemba, LR Cooler. Well, that's the thing, yeah, like 1 dupe, that's my goal, unless I get super lucky, is I want 1 dupe for both. Because you obviously want to be able to give them, they're both going to get level 5 crit, because they're STR and 10. So, I want at least 1 dupe, so I can give them some additional. I would probably give them both, like, 9, I don't know, would I give them 9 additional and 8 crit? Maybe. Because they benefit quite a lot from additionals. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I haven't really put a lot of thought into how I'll build them yet. But is this event as difficult as the EZA Rose? I would say no. But again, for me, you got to remember, I have like a whale box that I have like I have pretty much every unit in the game. So obviously it's not super hard for me. But I could definitely imagine for some people it would be a little bit more difficult. AMV, because you have the physical Beerus. I mean, he's really good for this, but you definitely don't need him. But he definitely does a huge amount of damage. So I don't have any of the category leaders. Do you have the physical transforming Vegeta? Because he is pure Saiyans and super types. So as long as you make a whole team of super types, that'll be good enough to do the 30 stages. The only unit this year that I wanted to rainbow was Cooler. Bardock and UI Goku with cloud damage and my OCD made me go for the rainbow. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, right? I do feel like if I had way more money than I actually do, I probably would summon way more than I should. So, like Cooler for me, absolutely. Cooler, STR Cooler is one of my favourite units in the game. So, if I could have kept summoning for him, I would. So in a way, I'm almost kind of glad I didn't. But I am a bit sad that I only got the 1 copy of him. Because he's really, really good, but without dupes, like his defense isn't the best. Especially in his untransformed state. But next time he comes back, we'll see. I have 1,000 red coins saved. So when the anniversary comes, once I've done all my summons, depending on whether I pull copies of them or not, I'll be using those red stones to potentially get a copy of Cell. Maybe an extra dupe for LR Gohan. But like if I pull both of them and I don't really need to use my coins, I might just save them for when Cooler comes back. And I still don't have Piccolo, because physical Piccolo, like, I mean, if I had him, I probably wouldn't ever use him. So I don't like really care that much, but like, I think maybe the next time he comes back on a banner, I might pick him up with coins, because he is one of the units that I don't have, so I do want to add him to the collection. Rainbowing Zamasu was an accident. Wait, what, the AGL? Oh yeah, the AGL one from the Trunks and Zamasu. Did you just get super lucky on his back? Because I pulled 1 copy of, 2 copies of both, so I have 1 dupe in the Tech Trunks and the AGL Zamasu. And that's cool, because obviously they're both on Vegeto's banner, so hopefully we'll get lucky and pull some more dupes for them. Obviously both very, very strong units. Let's do this. Godly power link going with the Zamasu. So the only downside is obviously Beerus is really powerful, but he does need to get hit first to get his full passive to activate. So on like this turn, for example, he's still got almost a 2 million attack stat, but if he'd been hit first, whew, that would have been closer to like 2.3, 2.4. But I mean, I guess it's not like he matters because he took him out anyway. So good stuff. Are we only ranked 5? I guess people will probably just go for it faster because we started pretty much as soon as it came out. Whatever the Tanabata is will decide what my wallet's fate. Yeah, because I guess technically we'll find out from JP first, won't we? Like the Tanabata stuff. But going by last year, so the Tanabata banner was what? The LR Super Saiyan 4s and then the Go Bros. So this year the Tanabata banner in theory should be the fusions, and then maybe there won't be another one. Maybe it'll be the Go Bros again, because the Go Bros are in that weird position where they're a Dokkan Fest LR that came out by themselves, whereas all the other Dokkan Fest LRs came out in pairs, so they always seem to come back in pairs, whereas the Go Bros came out by themselves. So it'll be interesting to see who else is on that banner. It's Tanabata, the legendary banner. No, the Tanabata is the celebration on Global. I think it's just called like the thank you celebration, and it's normally in is it around like Thanksgiving-y time? Like last year it was the banner, it was the first time the LR Super Saiyan 4s came back and the Go Bros. And it's normally not like the best banner, like I wouldn't recommend summoning on it that much, but they did a ticket pack last time, which I bought, and the ticket got me the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who I didn't have at that point, so I used my coins to buy 2 copies of the Go Bros, because I had no dupes in them. And then unfortunately that came back to bite me later on, because then literally the next time the Go Bros were on a banner I pulled 5 copies of them. So buying those 2 dupes was a complete waste of time. So basically the only red coins I've spent in the game turned out to be a complete waste. So I'm always a lot more cautious now. That's why I haven't spent any coins for ages. So I'm back up to having like 1,000 red coins again. Yeah, so it's around Christmas time. It's not the Christmas banner, obviously, because the Christmas banner was the Blue Kaioken, and then we got the Kale and Khalifa banner as well. So it was a little bit before that. It's always risky as well, because the banner itself is normally not very good, and it's right before Christmas, and like the Christmas banner is normally good. Because Kaioken Blue Goku, he was probably a little bit overrated, but he is a really good unit. Like that Christmas banner was really good. So you definitely don't want to waste all of your stones on the Tanabata banner and then not have any for whatever is going to be the Christmas unit. Because normally the Christmas unit's good. Like even Hit, right? So Tech Hit has aged really badly, but when he first came out that Christmas and the meta wasn't all about every unit having ridiculous defense, that Hit was really, really good. And then just unfortunately he aged badly, like very quickly, which is a shame. And then of course now that the 50% units are a thing, the STR Hit is actually better than the Tech one. So rip in the chat for our boy Tech Hit, who I finally only pulled from the Blue Kaioken banner. I didn't pull a single Kaioken Goku, but I pulled Hit like 4 times. So my Hit is 90% and I basically don't ever use him from the first time I pulled him, which is wonderful. Yeah, literally the only time Hit's been back. Hit's technically been out for a year and a half and he's only been on 2 banners. It's crazy. Here he goes. I mean, yeah, this is a super easy one. Yo, Mystic, how's it going, my dude? Just woke up, nice. I think we are getting fairly close to being finished. I might do a couple of extra stages because I do want to go past stage 30 anyway. But we'll see where everyone else on my friend leaderboard is, and we'll see if we can at least finish in the #1 spot. Because I imagine a few people on my friends list will go past stage 30 as well. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I would quite like to end the stream with us being at #1 on the leaderboard. That would be good. So we will try and do that. Tech hit easy 8 pounds to be insane one day. I mean, it's going to be a long time before we see category leaders get easy A's. I mean, I could go as far. I mean, obviously we don't know how many years the game's going to keep going for, but I would almost go as far as to say the category leaders will never get easy A's because, like, I don't know if they're going to, because they keep bringing out weird categories, right? So we don't know, are they going to go higher than 170 for leader skills? Because even on, like, say they go up to like 200% leader skills, all of the category leaders are still going to be really good on those teams, so they're not going to need an easy A. Like, that would be pure overkill. So I should have pulled on the hit and Carbo banner. See, I just bought a copy of Cabe because I literally had the coins. But just spent 200 stones, got nothing, and uninstalled Dokkan. I mean, unfortunately, whilst it might seem like it, especially if you're free to play, 200 stones isn't really a lot. So if that's if it makes you that mad, then I think gacha games are probably not for you, my friend. Because try doing like 1,000 stones on every banner and not getting anything. Beat stage 30 with extreme tech. I love how you... I know this is just a meme at this point, but like, you do realise that it is literally impossible. Like, even if we somehow manage to survive the first turn, we won't do any damage. I mean, like, I guess I'll literally show you once we've done... once we get to stage 30, I'll show you how absolutely impossible it is. The category meta is fine, they just need to stop making stupid categories. I absolutely agree. Hit, Kaioken Goku and Ultra Instinct Goku must be a monster rotation. I mean, Kaioken Goku and UI is a monstrous rotation, but like, Hit doesn't really add much to that rotation. Like, he has Fierce Battle and he has the Tournament of Power link, but like, other than that, he doesn't really help out either of the Gokus at all. So I'm not sure about... I mean, it'd still be a good rotation because Hit is not bad. But it's only impossible when you have that weak mindset. Dokkan content is too weak compared to the power up of all units. Yeah, exactly. That's the only problem. So they need to bring... Oh, yeah. See, if you mean Kabe, because he's the super STR support unit, then yes, that is absolutely true. Hit, Kabe and then Kaioken Goku and Ultra Instinct Goku, that is a ridiculous rotation, for sure. Now that I finally have Kaioken Goku, I need to, when I get him awakened in SA10, I will do that. So I'm going to save that the 79% Gohan for the final stage. But just for you, Spuds, I will try stage 30 with an extreme tech team, just to show you guys how ridiculously impossible it is. Even like Tech Frieza, for example, like Tech Golden Frieza, he will get destroyed. That's just how easy A's work, but I'll show you, since Spuds always loves to challenge me to do stage 30 with the type disadvantage, which, as I said, is literally impossible. I will show you guys live on stream just how ridiculously impossible it is. Yes, that will be a ridiculous rotation. I need to farm Kabe's super attack, but it's such a pain in the butt because he drops as an SR base form. So you've got to train him up and awaken him, then you've got to get all the medals to awaken him to Super Saiyan, and then train him up to UR if you want it to be 100%. Because I wouldn't want to do the training up of the SR, farming all the medals, awakening him, and then go for the 50% chance, and then it doesn't work. That would be an absolute nightmare. So I haven't actually farmed his super attack yet, because... But he needs to be at least super attack 2 in order to actually get him to 55% in the dupe system as well, because you can't do any of the bottom right unless they're super attack 2. And then actually no, to get him to 55%, I think it has to be no wait, it is only 2, isn't it? Because the first biggest one, it might be 4 or even 6. Bring Tech Khalifa, she's extreme, but she's not extreme though. You said extreme tech, she's not extreme. Like, she would make it easier because she can't take any damage, but yeah, she's not extreme tech. So yo, I'm here for the chat now. Sorry I was busy winning the race you didn't know we were having. No! I mean, I was streaming, so I'm always going to be slower. I get distracted easily enough as it is. So, but yeah, so just to show you guys how impossible it is, Spuds has asked me to do stage 30 with an extreme tech team. So, oh god. Well, look at this. I mean, we already have no good leaders. Like, where's the golden freezers? Where's the transforming freezer? Like, I mean, we could try this Rainbow Broly, but she's extremely annoying. I mean, if you say so. I mean, actually, she's kind of annoying. Right, so I don't want to bring another Broly because mine's only 55%, so he'll be super weak. So we'll bring you. We'll bring you because you give. Actually, no, he only gives Realm of God's allies defense, doesn't he? So. Oh god, like who is even gonna be good for this? You can't lower attack, so Marseillan is probably not the best. Cell is actually really good. I don't know why I didn't pick him straight away. Transforming Frieza, I guess, for like the heals and stuff. Maybe you? Because, see, in the Shadow Dragon Super Battle Road run, like, this guy had really, really good defense, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough for here, but we'll see. I did go an extra stage. Oh yeah, I did say we are going to go some extra stages. Let's not minimise my Dokkan. I guess we'll bring them and then you. So, I mean, this is not going to go well. I hope we are all prepared for this, but let me show you guys just how ridiculously difficult this is going to be. Oh, because we don't even have Golden Frieza on the starting rotation, so. No super for you, okay. And then let's drop some of these down. So let's see, do we even survive this first turn? 200,000 damage from a normal attack. Let's go. How much is this gonna do? 600,000 damage from a super attack. Okay. So yeah, Cell, after picking up all of those orbs with his nuking style passive, took 200,000 damage from a normal attack. So yeah, that's why we don't do type disadvantage on stage 30. Oh, you versus me in the world tournament. No. You like to think that when you fight my AIs, but like, just remember that when I fight your AI, you get clapped, like, just as easily. Although I'm sure you're probably talking about the actual rankings, but we'll see. If the next one is actually on when I'm working, I am going to go full ham, but But yeah, like we literally didn't even get to do anything. Cell didn't even get to attack, and we were already dead. But yeah, I haven't ever seen, apart from like those mechanics where they deliberately one-shot you, like the Spirit Bomb, and like the old Freezer event that has like the suicide attack. I can't say I've seen one of my Rainbow units take 600,000 damage in quite a long time. But you weren't trying hard enough. I mean, yeah, the level 3 dodge didn't come in. It's true it is the end result that matters, but we will... like I said, as long as I'm working when the next tournament is on, I will go ham. Although Jake, we talked about it before, if Jake, my boy in here, we work opposite shifts, so if you don't care too much about going ham on the World Tournament, you might have to employ that cheeky strategy of me grinding the World Tournament, and then when I go to sleep, you take over. And then, like, because that would be insane, especially if we're working, where we can literally just play pretty much non-stop. I could probably get, like, top 10 if we did that. That would actually be ridiculous. But, good thing for the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku, though, rotations well randomly. Yeah, exactly, that's the thing. With the Goku being an orb changer, it means you can link him up with people who maybe he doesn't really share key links with. That's why, for the most of this EZA, we've been putting him with Beerus. Because they don't actually share any key links, but Beerus creates rainbow orbs and Goku creates physical orbs. So, do it, I'd still win. I mean, I don't know about that. Because anytime you sleep, that would be when we would then take over. Because, like, that's the thing. If you get someone to do that, it means my account would be playing the World Tournament non-stop, 24 hours a day for the whole weekend. Because as soon as I have to go to sleep for a few hours, somebody else takes over, and then when I wake up, I just take it back, and then, yeah, it's just like non-stop. That's how, there was a group of people that used to do that before. There was a Dokkan Battle, like, Facebook page with, like, a clan tag, and they were really toxic. They were a bunch of elitist jackasses. They're called DGX, and that's what they used to do. They had, like, 3 or 4 people that they used to just pass the account around between. And so that account was playing the World Tournament literally 24 hours a day. And so they used to finish in the top like 10 or top 20 like every time. So I have the luxury of sleeping by just being so much faster. Well, we'll see about that this time, because this is going to be the first World Tournament where... Wait, is it the first one? Where we can run that transformation boost team with Cooler as the leader. So it's going to be double Cooler, well not double Cooler, but it's going to be Cooler, and then like physical Broly, physical second form Frieza, AGL final form Frieza, like every single unit on the team pretty much is an AoE, or STR Cooler who is supporting all the transformation boost units. Isn't that cheating? I mean, I wouldn't say it was cheating. It's kind of like, it's basically just the same thing as if you were going to go to sleep and then you give your phone to like your brother to play while you're asleep. I mean, if you qualify that as cheating, then I guess it is. But that Facebook was a toxic pit hole of death. Yes, it absolutely was. Like the thing that used to make me laugh is they used to post on like Facebook, they used to reply to every single comment. To every post from the official Dokkan Facebook page to try and advertise their page. But they used to advertise themselves as being pro Dokkan players. And whenever anyone in the comments would call them out and be like, dude, how can you be a pro at Dokkan Battle? They used to get like super toxic and argumentative. That like, because they were mega whales that always finished like really high in the World Tournament, then obviously they should be considered professionals at the game. It's like, alright dude, calm down. It's a PNG bubble popping game. I mean, plus I mean technically if you want to go by the actual like definition, to really be a pro at something you have to get paid to do it. So you could argue that as a YouTuber I am a professional Dokkan player because I get paid to play Dokkan, sort of. So, but yeah, if you're just somebody who like runs a Facebook group and you think that you're a professional Dokkan player, like I just thought that was hilarious. Like, First World Tournament where I can run STR Hits Awakening. Oh yeah, that is true actually. With your STR Nuking team, the STR hit is going to be very, very good. Yeah, epic gamers. Yeah, I think my Piccolo has a couple of beats now as well. If I had hit, I would do a video on the updated version of the of that STR nuking team, but I don't have hit. I spent all my blue coins to buy that copy of Kabe just because he's going to be so good for Kaioken, Blue Goku, and LRUI, and then obviously in the future when Kefla comes out, Kabe is just so good in terms of value for those units. But a professional Dokkan player would beat stage 30 with an extreme tech team. So what? Technically, there's no professional Dokkan players then because no one's beating stage 30 with an extreme tech team. I'm calling it right now. It's not going to happen. Professional Ningen. I mean, I am a professional human. That is true. I've been doing it for a long time, so I kind of know what I'm doing. That Beerus super is clean like Mr. Clean. Yeah, now Beerus' super attack animation is awesome. Notice how, like I said in the team building video though, even though we've gone past stage 30, we never once got even close to getting Beerus' active skill. So... only did one multi on the tech banner, by the way. No tech TN or second form cell to show for it. See, I was kind of thinking about maybe like trying a YOLO multi on that banner, but like, I mean, I should be saving stones for the anniversary, but I don't know. I mean, I could be bullied into a light goal multi on the tech banner, but we're at what, 47 I think it is at the moment. We'd have to get to, I think we'd have to get to at least 60. I'm one and done with the type banners. Yeah, I mean, I could probably justify it. If we get to 60 likes on the stream, I will do a multi on the tech banner at the end of the stream. Yeah, Beerus getting hit first and that's it. No! If you already have most of the mono type support unit, well, that's the thing, I don't have either of the tech ones. So, YOLO the single summon. No, we're not about singles up in here. So, one of the reasons why I hate singles, so someone asked me to do a couple of singles on a stream the other day where they donated, so I kind of had no choice because they donated, so I would feel bad if I didn't. And but I don't like having an odd number of coins, so I ended up having to do, I think it was 6. It was either 6, yeah, 6 singles to even out my number of coins. And in those 6 singles, I didn't get a single SSR. So, like, I might as well have just saved up an extra 20 stones and done a multi. So, can only say 30 times, 20 times, Extreme Z battle. Oh, okay, so a load of the extra missions were just for doing the Extreme Z stuff. And then we got Portal of Memories 3 times, clear a stage, collecting tech key spheres. That's another one. Owning tech characters, and then doing all the missions gets you 5 stones. Okay, not bad. I single summon Ultra Instinct Goku after getting destroyed. 455. Damn. Don't say that, Bandai might leave discount summons. That is a good point, actually, because, yeah, no, that's why I had to do it, because the discount summons on Beerus's banner left me at, like, a weird number, I think. Wait, let me check. Yeah, no, I've got exactly 1,000. I ended up doing... I was at, like, 990, I think. So I did, like, an extra multi on the Beerus banner just to get it up to 1,000. Which was a bad idea, because I got nothing. I didn't even get a featured unit. But yeah, I basically spent all of my blue coins, so I can't get either of these boys unless we actually summon them. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually awaken the Vegeta. That would be good. So, super in Realm Gods. Let's awaken our mans. The discounts on the Beerus banner was 20 coins. Actually, yeah, because the discounts in total was like 100 stones, wasn't it? Yeah, so... It's only when they make it like a really random number. Actually, I might as well do my daily mission for doing the friend summon, because we do need to train in some fodder units to get his... to help level him up. So... Can you show the hidden potential? I certainly can. I think I showed it in the video that I did yesterday. So I did a video yesterday before the EZA. It was a few hours before the EZA came out, showing off how good he is before his EZA. But yeah, so I gave him 9 additional, 12 crit, and then obviously has the free 5 dodge. This is the typical build that I give for an INT unit who is just meant to be like a damage dealer. Because obviously crit is good. I like the additional because you want, if you're lucky and you get the additional supers. But I think like 6 additional is slightly too low. So if you give him 6 additional and 15 crit, then obviously you're a lot less likely to see the additional. So, because I'm pretty sure that's the exact same build I gave UI as well. Yeah, it is. So for an INT damage dealing unit, I go for 9, 12, and 5. So, but yeah, I've always liked this Vegeta. I like his super attack animation. He is the only Vegeta in the game that has that animation. So I'm a big fan of it. He was really good when he first came out. I used to love using him all the time. What have you missed so far? The entire EZA. But it's all good. We're going to test him out a little bit, take him into an event. If we get to 60 likes on the stream, I'm going to do a multi on the tech banner at the end. So anyone who has not liked the stream yet, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And let's see here. So... You didn't get a... This is the always annoying part. You got to remember when you don't get a level cap increase that you don't have to click the to training thing. Yeah, his super attack's awesome because it's from the Rose fight, which is awesome anyway. So... Yeah, we just got to go through... It's always the most annoying part of any EZA is like awakening them at the end. I bet the sticker for that Vegeta must be so good. I don't think I've seen it actually. Because yeah, I would imagine it would be like the... Would it be the blue aura? Because on the stickers, wouldn't it normally be on this like the glowing like blue bit? So... If it was on the actual, like, blue aura around him, like the actual Super Saiyan blue aura, that would be awesome. One of the best Vegeta moments. I mean, it was very good until he then got beaten up again afterwards. But the, that whole, like, shall I tell you where you miscalculated, like, part, that is just awesome. 3 more likes to force me to summon. Oh, you guys. Man, there are a lot of steps where their level cap doesn't go up. I dare you to use auto items. No, we don't. Cue the Prince T'Challa. We don't do that here, meme, because we don't be using that auto. auto wastes all of the low tier items that I like saving. So Vegeta best moment was Final Atonement. I mean, that was awesome as well. My favourite Vegeta moment is still the "That's My Bulma" like thing from the Battle of Gods movie, which they ruin. They ruined that moment in the series in like the Super retelling part. Like I hated that bit. But yeah, in the movie, that's still one of my favourite bits. I love it. Oh wait, no. Now he's at the final level. We can use the INT Kais that we just got, because we just got 11 of them. So we'll put 5 of those bad boys in there. Select the training location. Grab some turtle shells and some swords. See if we can. Are we actually going to get a like big success or something? We haven't had a single one yet. No, we're not. See if we can get one now. Squared up against Lord Beerus. I mean, that's the thing, right? So Super Saiyan 3 Goku couldn't touch Beerus, and then pissed off because Bulma got hit Super Saiyan, I guess, 2. Yeah, because he's Super Saiyan 2 in the game in Dokkan, right? But yeah, pissed off Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta managed to land hits on Beerus. So that's why Vegeta is the best. Him calling Android 19 all the robot puns under the sun. Yeah, that whole thing was awesome though. It's like, can an android feel fear? Like that whole thing. That was sick. Right. So, Blue Vegeta. Now he has been easy aid. So his super attack is immense damage to the enemy, raises attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. That 50% buff to his defense is huge. Like 50% defense is actually insane. Like, we'll take him into an event so we can see how much that's going to change. But like, that's really good, especially because he gives Realm of Gods super class allies defense plus 50%, so that includes him. So he gives himself 50% defense from his passive, and then when he super attacks, he's going to get another 50% defense on top, which includes this buff. So that's going to be really, really good. I do love the fight he has with Kid Buu, where he scares Kid Buu after surviving that beatdown and saying, what did you think? Yeah, exactly. Like, Vegeta is my favourite character in Dragon Ball. Like, as much as I love Bardock, and obviously the channel is kind of Bardock themed in a lot of ways, but like, you can only like Bardock so much because he's not really in very much. But like, in terms of the actual like main cast, like Vegeta is by far the best character. He's so good. He has such good character development as well. So we got to do 20 stamina, the Turtle Stone mission, and buy something from the shop. I mean, I'll do all the rest of that stuff later, but I might as well buy something from the shop now. Cool. There's plenty of those. Yeah, I think Kakarot deserves some more of your signature slaps. See, good old Christopher Sabat as Vegeta. Right, let's jump into an event quickly. So the problem is, right, so when it comes to Super Battle Road, because I'm going to do a video, Vegeta's not the best when it comes to Realm of Gods Super Battle Road, because there's not many extreme enemies, and he's basically built to go up against extreme enemies. Because we didn't look at his passive for some reason. Well, no, I did look at his passive, I just didn't read it out. So, enemy class, extreme class enemies, attack and defense minus 20%, high chance of stunning the enemy when attacking an extreme class enemy. So if he's an attacking an extreme enemy, he has a 50% chance to stun. Well, actually, I think his high chance might be 40%, because I was looking at the wiki the other day. It only stuns them for that turn, but obviously in Super Battle Road, that can be really good, because if the unit's attacking 3 times that turn, and Vegeta's attacking them first, he can stun them, and then that's them done for the turn. So that's really good. And then, of course, he has attack 120%, and then raises super class Realm of Gods allies defense by 50%. So he's really, really good. Someone said AGL Zamasu's event. Actually, what events are available? Because it's Monday, isn't it? So it is just the AGL events. I mean, we could do well, no, because he has type disadvantage against Beerus. Not that it would matter, because Dokkan events are pretty easy. But yeah, okay, let's jump into the AGL Zamasu event. Why not? We want to run a Realm of Gods team, so let's do. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's just bring a Beerus. I mean, let's just run this team. I mean, this is the team. I'm going to do a video on this team like properly later, so let's just do this. Because the STR Blue Goku, even though he's not really that good, he's the best link partner for this Vegeta because they have Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Warrior Gods, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. And he is the best link partner. I'm going to do a multi at the end of the stream, Shadow. But don't worry, if we got to 60 likes, we are going to do the multi. But this stream is all about INT Blue Vegeta, so let's jump in and see how good he's going to be. And he's not on the first rotation, because why would he be? Once the sticker comes to global stats, slap it on him, it makes the aura look even better. I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen, that's the thing, there's a lot of JP only stuff that I haven't really looked into, and stickers is one of them. Like, depending on how many you get and how easy they are to get, I'm probably not going to put them on units that I'm not that likely to use, so, but we'll see. I mean, this Vegeta, obviously, he becomes a lot better now, but in things like the Legendary Goku event, for example, he'll still be good. But, like, the Tech Vegeta will still be better because he infinitely stacks his defense. So by the time you get to the end, his defense is so high. Plus the fact that he creates his own orbs. So because his defense is super, super high, he gets you a ton of healing, which is really, really good. Forgot that picking up items on the map makes a sound when playing for... Yeah, I always play the game without sound. And also, to get my recording thing to pick up the sound, it has to be playing through my monitor, so my monitors are actually muted, so I can't hear any of the sound anyway. Because if it wasn't muted, you'd be able to hear it from the recording device for the game and through the microphone, because the microphone would pick up the sound from the TV. So I actually can't hear anything either. So Vegeta, okay, so Vegeta has 74,000 defense, 200,000 attack. There are superclass Realm of Gods allies on the rotation, obviously, but we want to float off. Actually, let's put Beerus first, because you know what we need to do? We need to recreate the that super attack moment. So let's go ahead and give you these, and then we'll target Rose with our boy Vegeta. So I'm going to hop off the chat and chuck my phone on charge. I'll still be watching on my telly. Yeah, I was going to say, you got to stay. You got to send me the luck for that, for the tech battle multi. So, but yeah, both the Dokkan Fest Vegetas have different purposes on Team Beerus. It's very true. I have no dupes in the Beerus. So 2 million attack stat, and that's him without his link partner or a support unit. Whereas yesterday, when we did the showcase of him before his EZA, even on his best rotation with a support unit, he didn't get to 2 million attack stat. So that's pretty decent. And then next rotation we will actually have him together with Goku, so he'll actually get all his links and stuff. Should finish off Zamasu easily enough here, because Beerus is taking a hit, which means his passive is going to be active, and we got supports on the rotation, so GG, bye bye Zamasu. Mortal filth. Okay, so we've got type disadvantage, so that'll be interesting to see. We got no support unit again, but our defense is 111,000. And now bear in mind, when he super attacks again, he gets another 50% defense. So his defense is going to jump up to like 150, 155, close to 160,000. Still no support unit, so he's not getting a buff to his attack, but he does have his links active now, because he didn't have a link partner last time. So, and what's his attack stat going to be here? 2.4, basically. So 2.4, very good. So when we get one of the support units come onto the rotation, he should hit a 3 million attack stat. And then he's taking double digits with type disadvantage. Now obviously in a Dokkan event like this, I mean, he wasn't really ever going to take that much damage anyway, because Dokkan events are just not very difficult. So. But hopefully we finish him off next turn, because then we get Vegeta with a support unit for the AGLs. Because I actually didn't want to take him out in one turn here, because now we do get the benefit of starting off the next rotation with Vegeta and Goku together. And I think I floated off Supreme Kai the previous turn, so we're going to have Supreme Kai of Time, who is one of the best support units for Realm of Gods. So that is going to work out very, very well together. Finished up the Easy A, and my Rainbow Ink Blue Vegeta is usable again. Yeah, exactly. Like, after the Easy A, he's actually really good now. So, okay, so this is going to be a good example, because he's getting attacked first, so we can see his change in defense. So, yeah, he's got 142,000 defense with the support from Supreme Kai. So when he super attacks, his defense is going to go up to like over 200k. So, and we should, hopefully, we should see him break a 3 million attack stat here. So, let's see. Yeah, see, normal attacks, he's just going to take double digits anyway. Wow, 2.8, so not quite as high as I thought. Although actually, Supreme Kai, she only has that chance to give an extra buff. So, she's not actually always giving like 40%. Whereas the World Tournament Goku Black will be giving him 40% attack. But I mean, look how we tanked that super. Vegeta's just not having any of this biz. So what I could do on the next turn, if I deliberately don't super, we hopefully won't take him out. To be honest, LR Vegeta Blue might be replaced as my favourite card in the game by INT Blue Vegeta. Damn. I mean, he is really good, but I don't know if I would go that far. Oh no, I can't avoid a super attack with Beerus. Actually, let's do this then, because the LR Beerus and Whis will do less damage because they have type disadvantage. So hopefully we don't kill him here. This Beerus is going to get his... Oh, he's healed as well, actually. That's good. Because this Beerus has got his passive active. Okay, now these guys are going to super, but they have type disadvantage. So no, hopefully they don't get their free level 5 crit. Good. And now we just have to hope that the Beerus at the end doesn't get his free level 5 additional into a super. Okay, good. So before we get our Vegeta should hopefully finish it off here now as well, because he's got Goku Black on rotation. Goku Black, of course, gives 20% attack and 10% defense to future class, future category, and Time Traveler. And if they're on both, they get both. So Vegeta is on both, so he gets 40% attack and 20% defense from this Goku Black. So let's see what we can get here. Can we get that 3 million attack stat? No, 2.83. So it looks like he can't quite hit 3 million, depending on how his attacks stack. But I mean, he's a very old unit that got an easy A. So the fact that he can come close to a 3 million attack stat is pretty good. So, well, there you go. So Vegeta, very, very good after his easy A. We are going to go ahead and do a multi to end the stream, because we did hit the like goal. I am a Ningen of my word, so let us go ahead. So we're going to do one multi and one multi only on the tech type banner. So send me some luck in the chat, boys. I'm going to need it. So I don't have TN, so obviously we want to get TN. I don't have Cell, so obviously we want to get Cell. I don't have Caulifla Rainbow, I don't think, so I could use extra copies of her. Bulla, we have Rainbow, I don't want her. Don't want you. I can use extra copies of this guy, technically, even though I don't really use him. I can use extra copies of Jackie Chun. And then we have the SRs for the super attack level. So, let me just double check my Caulifla. I put AGL. What do you use? Oh yeah, I still need 2 copies of her, so that's fine. Someone said crack the code. I mean, who do we want more? Well, that's the thing though. See, cracking the code only works for the featured units, because if I had to pick, as much as I want the TN or the Cell, if I had to pick a unit to pull in this multi, it would be Tech LR Broly. So, but I mean, I guess if I had to pick out of the featured units, do I want Cell more? I think I do. You know, I think I want Cell more than TN. So let's try the old crack the code on Cell and see if we can get something good. So, see if the stream luck can come through. We pulled an LR the last time we did a stream multi, but those are some painful tats. What do you mean? Yamcha, Beerus, and Android 17. I mean, although saying that on that the stream summon where we pulled Long Kamehameha, is that guaranteed featured or is it guaranteed LR on a banner that has LRs? Because just don't be Bulla. Just don't be guaranteed featured and be Bulla, because that will make me sad. Come on, it's going to keep me waiting, isn't it? Is it going to be the last one? Hey! Yes! We cracked the code and we got Cell. I guess that worked. Wait, people are saying LR. Oh! Oh! Yes! 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 I mean, he's not the one I wanted the most, but we'll take that. Right, well, I guess I need to take a screenshot of that to post on the Twitter. So, man, that means that literally the last 2 stream light goal multis that we've done have resulted in me pulling an LR. So maybe you guys really are bringing the luck. What's my Twitter? It's there on the screen in the bottom right. It's at the Masked Ningen. But yo, that was crazy. Long Kamehameha and Owarida. Oh, well, that's the thing as well, yeah, because I don't have the sound on, like I said, so I didn't hear. So, well, awesome. Does this Cell have a farmable super attack? I feel like he doesn't, which is a shame, because that's yet another unit that I've now pulled that I don't have, like, Kais for. But let's have a look at the... See, fortunately, this might sound crazy, but like I would rather pull Goku Black than pull Goku and Frieza, just because I really like the LR Black and Zamasu. But is that my last copy for them? It might be, you know. Lobster guys blessed us once again. I mean, make sure. I mean, we already reached the goal to do the multi, but make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. Because this is the thing, right? So you could run the TUR because it's Goku Black and Zamasu, and Goku Black's in base, so they have a different name. But the problem is, every team that you can run them on nowadays, there are so many better options to bring on the team instead of just bringing the TUR, because you might as well link them up with the Tech Mode Zamasu. Okay, no, I only had 2 dupes. That's fine then. So let's go ahead and feed this in. I honestly don't actually know if I have Tech Orbs, so we'll have to see here. Okay, yeah, I've got a reasonable amount of Tech Orbs then. So we'll go ahead and get this guy straight up to 90%. There's a second form. Yeah, so he's from Summons. So there's not like a actual proper farmable one. So well, there you go. I'm not doing any more summons, so let's put him back. Yeah, and that's the other thing as well. The TUR isn't that great. Oh. But yeah, this is one of the first units I ever properly whaled out for. It was the first time I ever bought vendor stones, and I did well over 1,000 stones on their banner. And that was the first time I'd ever done like anywhere near that many stones for one unit. And that was around the time, I don't think I even had my channel then. So yeah, that's pretty good. Those are some tasty looking stats. And the fact is they get so much better, like linked up alongside the Tech EZA Zamasu. They are super, super good. So I will definitely take that. Been saving up all this STR second form sales for the Tech. He's SA9 thanks to that. The last one just doesn't ever want to work. Yeah, that's the thing. I should have probably thought about that, but that guy hasn't exactly been on my radar. So I haven't even really been thinking about it. And I should have, because he's rated Truth 1000, that's it. Yeah, I know, right? They don't have vendors anymore, right? I mean, sort of. They just don't really ever, like, have stock. Oh, wait, do you get a Kai? I don't know, did I just not read that? Do you get a Kai and the coins? Yeah, that's alright then. That's not too bad. Well, there you go. I mean, that's a very good end of stream multi. Let me just double check. I can't believe, is Toon Rami still streaming? He started way before me as well. Yeah, he is. Oh, he hasn't actually finished the EZA. Damn. I'll tell you where you miscalculated. Alright, well, let's go over and raid the boy Toon Rami. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Spam that link in there a couple of times. So, let's go over to Toon Rami's stream. Just put, like, Ningen raid in the chat. And I will see you guys over there. So thanks to everyone who came out to the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're new and you liked what you see. Leave a like on the stream. Thank you for that epic end of stream multi. I definitely appreciate it. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.